There was once a man named David Carter, a passionate athlete from Chicago. Running was his life, the one thing that gave him purpose. But one rainy morning, during a marathon, his life changed forever. As he neared the finish line, lightning cracked above. The ground was slick, his foot slipped, and he fell. The crowd gasped as his leg twisted unnaturally. That moment ended his dream career. Doctors told him he'd never run again. Weeks turned into months. David sat by the window every day, watching people run past. He felt trapped, not by his injury, but by his thoughts. "I've lost everything," he whispered. Friends stopped calling, and the world moved on without him. He started drinking, isolating himself, convinced his story was over. One night, he saw a documentary about war veterans who had lost their limbs. Yet they smiled, trained, and rebuilt their lives. He sat there in silence for hours. Then he whispered to himself, "If they can rise after losing everything, why can't I?" That night, something inside him shifted. David began small. He started with breathing exercises, then lifted small weights. Every day, one step further. Pain became his teacher. He learned to walk again with a prosthetic leg. When others saw him, they didn't see a broken man anymore. They saw strength, determination, and hope. 3 years later, David wasn't the man who once fell. He was the man who refused to stay down. He became a motivational speaker, visiting schools, hospitals, and prisons. Standing before his audience, he would say, "Pain is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. Don't run from it. Grow through it." His story inspired thousands. On the 10th anniversary of his accident, David stood again at the marathon starting line, not as a competitor, but as a torchbearer leading the opening run. He smiled at the crowd and whispered, "This time, I'm not running for medals. I'm running for life." The crowd erupted in cheers. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more life-changing true stories.